Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. Got the Honor 5X here. I received this a few days ago, did a live unboxing on Tech Talk with Jay Will, Tony Pazzo, and myself. Pretty cool first time for me to do anything like that on a live recorded Tech Talk show. So go ahead and check that video out if you want. But I haven't been able to really use this device and give you anything besides that live unboxing. I've had a lot of stuff going on, and so finally I received a package in the mail, which should be a case for this device that I'm going to show you here in a second. So I'll be able to put it on. It comes with a screen protector right out of the box. So I did purchase some of those, but it's nice that they provided one already on the device for protecting the display, this beautiful 1080p IPS display, which is very, very gorgeous. So I'm going to put the case on. I'm going to start using it as a daily driver 3 days later, and I'll be able to bring you all the little goodies that come with this device, like battery life and functionality, performance, and all those areas that we cover when we do reviews on devices, pics, videos, and so forth. But I did want to go over a couple little areas that are a couple little quirks. I like to get the if there's going to be any deal breakers or negatives or quirks, annoyances, I like to get that out of the way. I will mention those again in other reviews, and especially the final review. But for right now, I just want to go over a couple of those and then, again, sort of get it out of the way. That way, I can start using this device and start bringing you a lot of awesome areas on this device, especially the last few days that I've had it in hand here at home. Like I said, I haven't taken it out, but I've got to play around with it and watch a couple movies on it late at night and watch some videos and do some web browsing, and it's during that time that I've come across a couple areas that I wanted to mention super quick. And again, they're more of a kind of an annoyance, maybe a quirk, whatever, and we'll get that out of the way, and then we can proceed with all the positives. And one of those areas is, and it reminds me a lot of the Zenfone 2 in performance. It's got a Qualcomm Snapdragon 616 quad core underneath the hood, and it works just fine. Now, I'm not a gamer, so if you want to watch gaming reviews on this device, I urge you to check out other videos or read up on it, do your homework on the Honor 5X when it comes to those specific areas. I do a lot of social media, I watch a lot of videos, movies, listen to a lot of music, moderate to really heavy user, answer a lot. I do a lot of video editing, the videos that I make and upload for you to watch. I do a lot of that on my device. I don't use anything else. I don't have any kind of editor that I use on my PC. I do it all on my devices. So I'm really draining my devices. I'm working them hard. Okay, so and I do a lot of other things too, but I'm not a gamer. So with that being said, one of the areas that I ran across was when I go into like Google Plus, YouTube, or into my Google Launcher news feed here, it tends to stick a little bit. There's a little bit of lag. It's exactly like the Zenfone 2 was, and it's not a big deal because it's not every area that I go into. It's just a couple different areas that I go to. You'll notice a little bit of the glitching, a little bit of the lag, and it's very minuscule. It's very minor. It's not whatsoever a deal breaker. It just can be a little annoyance going into those specific apps, but for the most part, performance has been wonderful. Again, I'll be able to use this every day as a daily driver now that I'll have the case on it, so I can protect this beautiful, gorgeous, sexy device. And then I can bring more to you on that. But again, that little bit of an area, and I'll do a little hands-on and show you that. I may attach it to this video, I may not. But I just want you to know that it has a little bit of that glitch, that little bit of lag, that little bit of stickiness. Again, only in certain apps. For me, it's usually YouTube, Google Plus, and going into that Google app when I'm going through my newsfeed. This has Emotion UI, EMUI. It's over the top of Lollipop. It has not received Marshmallow yet. At some point in time, it's supposed to receive Marshmallow. I don't know when. Hopefully soon. Hopefully that will actually fix a little bit of that, lag on this device in those specific areas. We'll see what happens with that. I'm reading and trying to do my homework, and when that software update will come out. So that'll be cool. Now, the one thing I noticed is I've ran Nova Launcher on here since playing with it here at home, and the Google Launcher, and the regular Emotion UI. All three function exactly the same. One's not doing anything different than the other besides it's just a different experience when you're using your device. You know, the icons are set up different, the pages are set. I mean, they give you all these different areas that you can change up on each different launcher. So I'm using the Google launcher right now, and again, there's no difference in whether it's Nova or the Emotion UI. Nothing changes whatsoever. So I like the Google launcher. It's more simplistic, it's more stock to me, and it gives me my app drawer as well. The other thing is, and I don't know if you can see that, I got the stock video player, MX player off the Play Store, Google camera off the Play Store, and then you got the stock camera right there. The one thing about, it's really weird, this is an annoyance, but it's, again, not a deal breaker whatsoever. If you go into the stock camera and video player, and you go into settings, or the main menu, it doesn't go into landscape mode, it stays in portrait mode. But if you go into the downloaded app of MX Player and the Google camera off the Play Store, it goes into landscape when you go into settings. So I don't know why it does that. I think I can show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. Let's go into, this is the stock video player, but if I turn that, no landscape mode. You see that? Everything's still in portrait. Okay, so let me go back out of that. Let me go into MX Player, and okay, so there's the menu of whether it's a video or a movie. But if I turn the device, it goes into landscape mode. Cool? Okay, weird. Now, let's go into the stock camera. And the stock camera is set, there's the layout for the camera. Okay, but if I go into settings, everything's in portrait mode. So there's the portrait mode. Hopefully you can see. I know there's a lot of glare, but I know you can see this. It does not change over into landscape whatsoever. Okay, but let's go to the Google camera that I downloaded. And here's the layout. Okay, you can see me there. Now let's go to settings. Hold on. Landscape. Why is that? Portrait. Landscape. So that's about the only quirk that I found that's sort of annoying. And why? I mean, every device that I've had in hand, when you're in a stock app, it pretty much goes into landscape. So it's, I don't know why that does that, but it just does. I use MX Player anyway, and I like the Google camera myself. So, I mean, I'll still use the other ones. Some of the bloat on here is, it's very minimal bloat on this device. There's not a lot. I thought there was going to be a lot more, and it's not. So I usually like to try out the bloat that's on here and see what it has to offer me as a user. But that's the only annoyances, and outside of that, little bit of lag, a little bit of stick when going into certain apps. Again, I may show that in another video, and I may not. But outside of that, the last 3 days with this device, as far as second impressions, my first impressions was the live recorded unboxing on Tech Talk. Okay, I kind of went over and showed the sexiness of the device really quick, and but my second impressions after 3 days, having it here in the home, using it, those are the two areas that I wanted to talk about, and then toss them aside. And then outside of that, I'm going to start talking more about the positive and what my daily use will be with this device as a daily driver in pocket as I go out and about. You know, so of course performance, battery life being number one, and then you got to look at call quality and messaging and all that too, because if none of that works, then it's not worth having a device in hand. Okay, all that's got to be there first before all the goodies that come on a device can be enjoyed as well. So let's get to the unpackaging here of this case. So I can take this device out and about, man. I'm getting sick and tired of not being able to take it. So yeah, late night last night, had my son's graduation last night. Finally, all the preparation this last week, the running around, getting everything done. Man, it was beautiful. It was great. Again, proud of my son. Beautiful graduation. Great to be there and support all the other families as well, with all the students that worked hard to get to that point. And now they join the real world, right? A whole nother chapter begins. So here's some screen protectors that I got, and these are Glassar Slim Premium Tempered Glass Screen Protectors. I got 2 of them in here. So I'll be putting this on the device, and we'll see how that works out for my device. Usually I use other type of screen protectors, but I'm going to try these and see how that does. But again, it comes with one right out of the box, but I may peel that off and use this, or I may wait until this gets some scratches on it, or smears or scuffs, and then I'll change it out. I mean, it's a beautiful screen protector that comes with this device right out of the box, so there's no real reason to peel that off. And here's my case. IVSO. See if you can get that. There you go. IVSO. It's a clear case, quality phone case. Nice presentation. I like the box. I like the little hang loop there, whatever you call that. But yeah, beautiful presentation. Let's open this up. Try not to make this video like super long, because I tend to just go on and on. So it comes right out of the box like that. Look at that. Nice presentation. And if I can get that. There we go. Toss that aside. Again, I like using clear cases during the review process. I'll bring in other cases, but the reason why is that when I do a hands-on type video, I want you to be able to see the device for what it is. I don't want to hide it. And then as I go on with the review process and I bring in other cases, then I'll slap those on. By then you already know the device. So this is a very nice clear case. Hard plastic here and soft on the top, bottom, and sides. So very nice. I like the back being very crystal clear like that. You can see me, I can see you, and that's gorgeous. So that means you're going to see this all beautiful metal aluminum body on the back where the fingerprint sensor is, which works amazing. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, and boom. That fast. I don't see any difference between this and the S7 Edge and the Huawei Nexus 6P. This is so responsive, I see no difference. Now the 6P for me had better responsiveness than the S7 Edge, but that's just my opinion. This is probably in there with the 6P. Definitely in there with the 6P as far as the fingerprint sensor. You got the flash on the back with the 13 megapixel camera on the back. You got a 5 megapixel on the front. And again, 1080p IPS display. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. You got on-screen buttons, which is really nice. And then you got your bottom speaker down there and your USB charging port area down there. And I like the little metal screws in there. It's really nice. So one of these is a speaker and one of them is for when you're talking. Yeah, you're making phone calls. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Anyway, so yeah, so far, as far as phone quality messaging, haven't had anything going on there yet, because today I'm going to stick the SIM in there, going to slap this case on it right now. Let's do that. So basically you can see the camera, fingerprint sensor cutouts, and speaker cutouts down below. Okay. USB charging port area and microphone up top, and your microphone jack area right there as well. So that's going to be nice. Let's get that on there. Woo! Yeah. Now I have a screen protector and a case. And look at that. Is that? It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And now I'll be able to use this device in pocket, out and about, and know that it's protected. And the reason I do that is because sometimes I sell my devices, and I may not, but if I do, whoever I'm selling it to, I want them to know that they're going to get a device that's been protected from day one when I take it outdoors. Okay, that's why I do that. That's why I don't root any of my devices, because I want to make sure if it's you or anybody out there, it's been taken care of. So there we go. Let's see if the power button. Right, there we go. Okay, nice and responsive. And let's use the fingerprint sensor again. Okay, turn that on, and then we're going to so everything is nice and responsive. The volume rocker and the power button are covered there, and very nice and easy to get to, and again, the responsiveness on those areas are there. The cutout for the camera goes perfectly around the camera, so it's not going to cause any shadowing. I can tell that already when taking pictures. You flash, and then your fingerprint sensor, like you just seen, I just turned on the device. I'm using that because sometimes when you bring in cases, the cutouts aren't just right, and you may have to reset your fingerprint with the case on to make sure it's responsive to that. But we're going to do that again, and you can see, bam, look at that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so anyway, there we go. I can use this now, and I can bring you a lot of other stuff with this device. So hey man, I'm excited. So thanks a lot. Again, I covered a couple quirky areas. No deal breakers whatsoever, but you got to know all that information. I'm one of those guys that I'm going to be detailed, and I will go on, and I kind of ramble on a little bit, but my goal is to get you to understand what this device may feel like if it's in your hands, okay, through my experience, through my opinions. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do here. So that's why I give you those areas, and then I'll give you all the other areas. So follow me on this journey with the Honor 5X. If I end up using these at some point, I'll let you know how they do. At this point, I'm not, so I can't give you that information. And again, IVSO, quality.